All right, Friday night, Zavala, Texas, Labor Day weekend. We got down here late this afternoon, got on the water about 4:30. Thought we'd give you a quick update. We had a pretty good time. We went shallow. I'll talk about it a little bit in the video, but basically on the way down here, I looked at the lake level, and it looked like the lake's dropped a bunch, like a half a foot in the last 2 or 3 days. I couldn't tell from looking at the lake. I honestly didn't pay that close of attention last week because I didn't think that could happen. But we made a pass down some shallow grass. It was pretty late in the evening. It was probably 5 when we got on the water. And didn't get bit, throwing some topwaters, some frogs and stuff, and really didn't see many fish moving around. And of course, to me, if they've backed off of that stuff and the water's falling, they're going to be in that first line of grass. So what I started looking for was just some clumpy hydrilla and started flipping around, and we caught a bunch of fish actually. I mean, we probably had, I bet we had 10 bites in an hour and a half, 2 hours. Had one good one and had another good one on. You'll see me, I don't know if you can hear me or not from the wind, but I had another one that I could really tell was pulling strong and pulled off, which is part of that little hook that I use. If somebody's got a better wacky worm hook, weedless wacky worm hook, please share it in the comments below. Because weightless, I want a weightless one because I throw mostly a Senko. So you really don't need weight with the Senko. But if somebody's got a good one, I would love to hear about it. I found another one, but the eye is so small on it that I can't get 15-pound fluorocarbon cigar through it. But if you've got a good one, I'd love to hear about it. Also got to meet Ron this evening, another guy who's watching my videos from Huntington. It was nice to meet him at the boat ramp and just having a big time. So one of the things I'm going to talk about this weekend a little bit, I know a lot of guys are coming down from the ABA in a couple of weeks, but more specifically the tour guys are coming in next week. And I'm going to talk about this in a later video. I'm starting to see tour guys subscribing to me, so I hope that's a compliment on the content I'm getting up. I'm really trying to give real fishing content, but one of the things I'm going to start giving you guys for those coming down next spring is kind of where the grass and the pads are now, because most likely by springtime the water's going to be back up a little bit. But I think it would be helpful to know where those pad stems are and where that grass is. So I'll start incorporating that in my videos for the rest of the year as we practice. Today you're going to see we basically fished sort of around, I guess you would say, from the mouth of Pofers to the canyons. We ran in 3 or 4 drains through there. And those you'll see in the footage, there's matted hydrilla, but there's more, some of that you're seeing matted actually is milfoil. And then you'll also see in the footage some scattered pads in there too. So all of that stuff through there. The grass is pretty shallow. I give you a view on my Humminbird Helix just for a second in one of those videos, and what you're going to see is that grass really tapers off out there in, I would say, maybe 6 or 7 feet of water. Now the lake, I think I remember the lake level today is 161. So if you're here next spring and it's 166, that water's going to be out there in 10, 11 feet. It's probably not going to be as healthy as it is right now, but there'll still be grass out there. So if you're coming down here to try to catch them on a trap or a swim jig or an A-rig or whatever you're trying as the water gets cold, just keep in mind some of these areas we talk about over the next few weeks. So that was a long introduction, but again, trying to give you guys good content. And the shallow fishing's picked up. Ron and I talked at the ramp. He caught a bunch of shallow fish tonight too. He was just out for a few hours. So it's heating up. Guys keep asking, when should I come down? Matter of fact, a guy on the Texas Fishing Forum asked me, how should the fishing be in mid-September? It's going to be good. As the days get shorter, the fishing gets better. Water cools off. The water was really warm today, but it'll cool off really soon. So I'll continue posting videos. We'll be down here a lot this fall. Stick in. If you're not subscribing, please do, and we'll get you some good content up. So let's look at a little bit of fishing footage. Thanks, guys. No, you're good.
No.
Go ahead and crank it, baby. Come on, sis. Can you get in? I can't, Daddy. I can't. I can't make it, Daddy. I can't. Come on, I'm ready. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Oh, got the little dog.
Little dog didn't have his bearings on that one day.
How's that?
He came over here and then dunked himself in the water and had a little bit of a panic.
Oh, it scared me. All right, it's 31st. So August 31st, Friday afternoon, we snuck out a little early, got down here, and we're going to go out and poke around. Pretty good breeze blowing out of the south. By the way, Rayburn Report, if you hadn't figured this out, sorry about the wind. If the internet's right, the internet shows the lake has dropped a half a foot in just the last couple of days, like the last 2 days. I've seen it acting weird recently. We had an instance here about a month ago where the system down south where they measure it wasn't right for a couple of days. It doesn't look like it's dropped a half a foot. We were just here 4 or 5 days ago, but I don't know, we're going to poke around. Obviously, if it's dropped that much, we're going to struggle this afternoon trying to get some frog bites, but that's what we came out here to do. So Bodie and Stella have both taken a little swim. They need a little swim to cool off. So Sarah and I are going to go fling a frog a little bit and see what we can do. So hopefully we can get some footage up and get it up tonight. Here we go, here in a minute. Water's 93.6 right here. Woo. It is. When I waded in back there, it's hot with them. Yeah. See the bird? All right, hold on. Get back in the boat. Here we go. Oh, come here, boat. Oh, he come off.
Oh no.
He was a giant. Did you guys see him? Oh, he went right here, Dad.
He was a giant?
Tiny. Little tiny guy. On the wacky Cinco, I got a wacky dog. Oh, there's my Cinco right there. Didn't go flying off. They're both looking at yours. They have no idea I have a fish on. Watch this. Bodie still doesn't know.
Sister Queen.
Welcome to the zoo.
Stella.
Fish is like, crap, there's a dog trying to eat me. Oh, I got, no, Bodie, don't grab my fish.
Is he grabbing it? No!
Stella!
No! That's a good one.
That's a nice one.
Kiss and gentle. Kiss, kiss.
Bodie's like, I want to see! Come here. I know. Come here. There you go. There you go. Oh, be still. Be nice. I could tell that was a nice in the way he was pulling. I don't know if y'all can see it for all the dog kissing, but that's a solid, maybe 5 pound fish, 4.5. Nope, nope. The Cinco. That was a zoo, boys and girls. I don't know exactly what color that is, but it's really dark green smoke, and it's got blue and gold fleck in it. And it's I always like to throw it when I think the fish might be up around eating brim. That's what this bait over the years. So many big fish on this bait. I will tell you, I'm throwing it on a little, round. Stella, wait a minute, I got a hook on you. Where are you? Stella, move back here. Thank you. As I was saying, it's on a little round bend hook with a weed guard on it. Problem with that bait is if you set the hook at all, you're going to lose those fish. You just got to do, if you saw what I did there, I just let that fish swim with it and try to get them to get it in the side of the mouth, just like a drop shot, same kind of deal.
Stella, don't eat the grass.
Oh, yeah, don't eat that, sissy. Thank you. Come on. No, he come off, Bubba. No.
No, Stella.
No.
Stella.
You can kiss on him, but that's all. Bodie still doesn't. Hey, Bodie. Bodie, I have the fish. Oh. No. You can kiss. No, you can kiss him. That's it. Oh, dang it. Let me by. There you go.
Did you just bite her ankle? Oh, honey, that looks terrible.
Go for it. Go.
This is not a good spot.
Oh, this is excellent.
She's
You got it on the
like
pad.
to step on.
Where's the fuzzy one? Fuzzy one! Oh, I see him up there. No, Bodie! No.
Stella!
That's a no. Sit down. No. I'm not going to hit you. No. Nice little chunky fish right there. Just say hi. There you go. All right, we're gonna turn it. No snapping. Look, my shoe's in the water. Who knocked my shoe in the water? We don't know. There was a casualty of fighting that fish there. All right, be nice. Be nice. Everybody be nice. No. Be nice. He's a little bitty guy. Stella, be nice. I just want to play with him. No. Be nice. No, not you either, knucklehead. No. Stella. No biting. No biting. So before we get back out in the wind, we came out, it's Friday evening, we fished down a pretty good looking stretch, but with the water dropping like it was, I kind of had it in my mind that we might not get bit shallow, which is why when I got back there in the back, I picked up the Cinco and just started flipping that scattered grass. And you've seen we've caught 3 or 4 fish, and we've had probably as many fish on, which is one of the things I don't like about fishing this little hook. But for an hour and a half of fishing, 2 hours maybe, we had a pretty good time. So that's just a thought to remember when that water's dropping, even if you've been catching them shallow. I mean, especially as drastically as it appears it's dropped here. You got to kind of back out a little bit. And the reason I'm throwing a weightless bait like this is the bottom in this area is really, really soft. So if you try to drag something through it, you're either going to get it mucked up with mud or that snot moss you saw us. Well, I probably won't show that footage, but we started throwing a frog, and about every other cast, you had to just pick the snot moss off of it. So this is a bait that you can catch fish that are not on the bottom or even that are on the bottom, but in this real soft, mucky bottom, you can still catch fish doing this. So. I'll try to get this up before the weekend's out, and we'll also have more footage coming from the weekend, hopefully catching some more good fish. Rayburn update, there you go.